Welcome to the Workamper Show, brought to you by Workamper.com. This podcast helps you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. Each one of our episodes will introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to work camping opportunities all around the U.S. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
This week we'll be traveling to the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota to speak with a campground owner who needs Workampers to help run her facility near Sturgis. Today's episode was sponsored by Workamper News. Creating a resume can be a cumbersome, intimidating task, especially if you haven't written a resume in many years. The unique Workamper News Resume Builder takes you through a step-by-step process to build a complete resume with all the information Workamper employers are looking for when reviewing applications. Once complete, your resume can be emailed to anyone, and the software tracks when and to who you have sent it. You can print out the resume or make it into a PDF, which can then be uploaded or emailed. Some employers never advertise, not on Workamper.com or anywhere else. They find all of their applicants just by searching the Workamper News resume database. If you don't have a resume in the Workamper.com database, you will be missing out on some great opportunities. To open the door to more work camping jobs, become a Workamper member today by visiting www.workamper.com. Sherry Bumgardner is the co-owner of No Name City Campground, which is located just outside Sturgis, South Dakota, home of the legendary motorcycle rally. Sherry shares the story behind the campground's unusual name, and we talk about what makes No Name City a fun and welcoming place for work campers, including the roles they fill, the perks they receive, and what it's like to live and work in one of the most scenic areas of the nation. To tell us more about her campground and how to spend a season helping motorcycle enthusiasts and other families to have a wonderful experience, please welcome Sherry Bumgardner, the co-owner of No Name City Campground, to the show. Thanks for joining me today, Sherry. I really appreciate the time. How did No Name City get its name?
Apparently, the campground next door, she was a big fan of the movie Oklahoma and the song in there and that little town, No Name City. And so when this one was being built and people would ask questions, she just called that No Name Place, and then it just stuck and grew from there. Is the story we've got. That's the story we've got.
That's the story, and you're going to stick with it. Super. How long have you been in business?
So my husband and I bought this August will be 5 years ago. Campground's been around about 25.
Okay. Sure. And where in South Dakota is it located?
We're right outside of Sturgis, home of the big motorcycle rally.
Very good. What kind of jobs do work campers typically perform for you folks?
Oh, we have housekeeping, guest services, maintenance. We have a full bar and grill on site. There's cooking and bartending. Everybody kind of just pitches in and pretty well tag team everything. So everyone's cross-trained. Anybody can jump in. My husband and I work hands-on with everybody. So it's a team effort.
Mm-hmm. How many work campers do you typically hire each season?
We like to see 6 to 8, but this year seems to be a little bit tighter on the work camper availability.
Do you hire solos?
We will if they're a fit for us. We prefer couples, but we will if we can find the right fit.
Okay. What about families? Would you consider a family, especially a family with teenagers?
Yes, we've actually had families. It actually kind of works good. Sometimes the teenagers actually will work with us and we'll just pay them too. So yeah, we're not picky. We're a very family-oriented campground, even though the motorcycle rally is going on. Our campground stays pretty family-oriented.
How big is the campground as far as number of RV sites and cabins are concerned?
So it's a smaller campground. We have typically about 55, 60 RV sites. That's your dries, your primitives, your full hookups and such, and then tent space, and then we have 24 cabins as well.
So almost half as many cabins as you have RV sites.
Yeah. So when we get everybody in here, we're full, and there's a lot going.
I can imagine. You also host several special occasions, right? You also do like weddings and things like that?
Yeah, we host a lot of occasions. This year we've got some reunions, weddings. We've got Shriners are coming to spend Labor Day weekend with us, the whole state. Shriners Association for South Dakota. We have company parties in September. We do a couple of those a year. We've had a customer or an employee appreciation lunch we've done already. We've had a ladies group came and did an event here a couple weeks ago. We have graduation this weekend. So we're always we cater some of those parties, and some of them they bring in their own.
Are these seasonal opportunities or year-round for you?
Mostly seasonal. We do like to have a couple year-round in between that right now, but it works if we don't have one, but it's nice to have somebody in case we're gone, something happens. But for most of our work camper site, we hire seasonally.
For most people, then, when would you like people to start and how long will the season run?
So we start anywhere from mid-April to mid-May. And then season for us will run to the end of September up until the end of October, depending on what's going on. And we're very flexible. Some have to leave early. Some have to get here early. It depends on what works for them. And we work well with them if we find somebody who is a good fit.
Okay. How many hours a week do the Workampers typically put in for you?
So we ask that they do 20 hours a week for their site. That would be in exchange, they get a full hookup site, water, sewer, electric, Wi-Fi, free garbage. We give them free ice, free laundry. They get discounts on food, beverage, store items, and propane. And they also get handy little tourism card that is given out through our Black Hills Badlands Tourism Group. And that gives them free or extremely discounted entry to at least 75 activities throughout the area.
I have interviewed many work campers who have said that is the absolute best perk they get when they're working in that area.
Oh, absolutely. There's one place up here you go in and they have some zip lines and like the foot tubes and alpine slides. If you went in and bought the daily ticket, you'd be looking at $200 or better to do all those activities. And the card gives you one run on every single one of those.
Free of charge?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And free entrance to Bear Country. That one, hands down, one of the coolest places in the area.
So you do pay for these hours then beyond 20?
Yeah. After 20, we will pay hourly. We do 13 if they're working campground side. The bar grill side is 9 plus tips. Some nights tips are a little lean. Last week we had a couple make over 120 and it's just a couple hours.
That's how tips seem to work from what I recall in my own experience. That's right.
And then we do our campground. The bar and grill itself has gotten to be a local bar for a bunch of the local neighborhoods around it, or just easy in and easy out for them. They come down. We have really good food, so they bring their friends from town. So the business in that bar has been growing exponentially. And on Thursday nights, we do a steak night that brings in a huge crowd.
I can imagine. So is it all hands on deck for steak night?
Actually, it runs pretty smooth. My husband and I do that, and I usually just need somebody checking people in or something like that. Steak night is it's my husband's baby, and he started it, and he wants it. He's pretty picky about how those steaks work. So he's so far hasn't really released the reins on that yet.
How many work campers did you say you typically hire every season?
We'd like to have 8.
8. Okay.
6 to 8.
And how many of them return year after year?
We have, every now and again, we'll have a couple that'll come for 2 to 3 years. Right now, we have a whole new batch.
Okay.
It's one of those areas that come and it's on a bucket list, so then they're off to the next bucket list item area. Stayed super close friends with a whole lot of our work campers, so that's been nice. But yeah, they come back for a year or two, and then they're off to go see that next place they haven't seen yet.
What traits or qualifications are you looking for in your work campers?
Most everything we do, we can train and will train. It's handy if they are mechanical or if they've had some housekeeping skills. Any cooking or bartending's handy, but most everything my husband and I can train pretty well.
You had mentioned cross-training, so everybody is doing a little bit of everything. Is that how it typically works up there?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much. We all work around and we team clean in the morning and the guys go out and do the maintenance, and it's just everybody just jumps in wherever we're needed. Unless it's your days off, we do give 2 days a week off.
So they don't need any special training or skills in order to get the job. You're going to hire the right people and then train them to do it the way you want it done.
Yeah. If they have skills, it is helpful, but not necessarily required.
Okay.
We're pretty easygoing and lots of fun, and we try to make it as fun as we can while they are working.
Do you have any openings yet this year, or are you looking for 2026?
I do have some for this year, and then of course we're always looking for next year.
When do you typically start looking for work campers?
I like to start looking in December, January area.
Okay. And how do you usually acquire them? I know you do some advertising at workamper.com. Anything else?
Yeah, most is workamper.com or through Facebook and the Workamper Facebook pages or our own Facebook pages.
Okay. What's involved in the interviewing and hiring process?
So if you send me a resume and we have them sent to camping@nonamecity.com, we'll go through them. If we think we're a fit for you, then we will schedule a phone interview. And from there, we discuss and then start setting up your arrival date and just go from there. We're pretty laid back.
Is there anything a work camper could do to really stand out and make sure their application gets extra attention?
One, we like if they're well-rounded, and I know nobody wants to do housekeeping, but the ability or even the desire to at least help with housekeeping makes a difference. That's usually the one that everybody's, ooh, not doing that. Somebody jumps in and says, no, I'm great with housekeeping. You're going to get jumped up there.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but we do let them do. I don't pigeonhole anybody into housekeeping the whole entire time. Just a terrible idea.
So you said that the work campers typically put in 20 hours a week just to get their RV site, and they can get paid for any hours after that. Is it expected that they will work more than 20 hours a week?
Nope, we do not expect that.
Okay, super. So if they wanted to work full-time, that'd be available?
Yeah.
What a great idea. So what draws people to your area other than motorcycles?
Oh, wow, this area is so interesting. Of course, Mount Rushmore's not far away. Where this campground sits, we're about halfway in between like Devil's Tower over in Wyoming, Mount Rushmore, Spearfish Canyon, Deadwood, Lead area. Not far from, if you head down towards Custer State Park. There's lakes everywhere. There's car shows. Deadwood always has an activity going on. Every weekend there's something. There's rodeos, musical festivals, anywhere. Just you name it, there's an event somewhere in this area.
You folks are just outside the Black Hills area, is that right? Or are you still considered part of the region?
No, we're still considered in the Black Hills, yeah.
Okay, super. But the forests and things like that are a little bit west of you, correct?
Yeah, just behind. In fact, all winter long, the elk herds came right off the mountain, right to our fence. So that was cool.
Oh, that would be fun. Super.
It was.
Yeah. Is there one thing that you wish all work campers knew before they came to work for you?
Just be ready to have fun, but also know that we are working. I know everybody gets scared about, they hear rally and think we're just going to work everybody to death. It's going to be terrible. And that's actually our easiest week. So
What?
we like rally. It is. We have a lot of friends and past customers that they come every year as they stay in the house or whatever. They come and work for free for us and take off and go play when they can. And I've got one couple that does breakfast every single day. We never have to worry about breakfast, so nobody has to get up at 6 a.m.
Oh, that's nice.
So all those people have been doing it for so long, and they're all bikers too. They pretty much know how to take care of everything. And then a lot of our customers are repeat. They come every year for the rental, so they know how things go, and pretty simple.
Does it help if the work campers are also bikers?
It helps. They understand the culture a little bit. People do get scared sometimes when they hear, ooh, a biker, or especially if there's a club around in the area. We have great bike clubs that are a lot of fun and are awesome to have. And just understanding that kind of the media distorts the view of what biker culture is. In our experience, they've been some of the greatest guests ever.
They usually are. They're very friendly. They have a bad rap.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, beyond respectful and helpful. Mm-hmm. And we do host quite a few of them in the summer. So, it'd be nothing to have a bike club 3 weekends in July.
At your bar and grill, what kind of food are you serving?
Oh, we have really good burgers. We just got in a new walleye that we have a walleye dinner. We have a chicken fried steak that we had to get bigger plates for. We've added and upgraded special potatoes. It is just a heart attack on a plate, but so good. And then we have your typical wings, cheese curds, pickle fries, things like that.
Can people try bison if they want?
We actually did try bison for a while, but I don't think we're going to have it on the menu this year.
Okay, very good. So where can people get more information about this opportunity if they'd like?
So they can always go on our Facebook page, which is nonamecity.com, or our website page is nonamecity.com, or our Facebook. I'm always posting on there. Or if they have questions, they can email at camping@nonamecity.com.
Otherwise, they just put their resume and an email together and send it off to you.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. I go through everyone.
Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing this opportunity with people. I know a lot of people have South Dakota on their destination bucket list, and so this would be a great place for them to get started.
Absolutely. We love it here, and we love showing it off.
Thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
At No Name City Campground, which is located in South Dakota's scenic Black Hills, workampers are truly treated like they're part of the team. Owner Sherry Bumgardner and her husband work side by side with their crew to handle everything from housekeeping and maintenance to helping out in the bar and grill. The campground typically hires between 6 and 8 workampers per season and offers a variety of positions including housekeeping, guest services, general maintenance, cooking, and bartending. Everyone is cross-trained on the various jobs and workampers perform so they can jump in to help wherever they are needed. Workampers typically put in no more than 20 hours per week in exchange for a full hookup RV site, plus free laundry and ice, and Wi-Fi access, as well as discounts on food, store items, and propane. One of the more popular perks is the local tourism card that grants workampers free or reduced admission to dozens of area attractions. The Black Hills and Badlands Tourism Association wants workampers to experience a variety of activities so they can promote those experiences to guests they encounter as well. Any additional work hours are paid at $13 per hour on the campground side and $9 per hour plus tips at the bar and grill. Although couples are preferred, solos and even families with teenagers are welcome. Experience helps, but having a good attitude and willingness to contribute goes a long way. The campground season runs from mid-April through September or October. To apply, email a resume to camping@nonamecity.com or visit www.nonamecity.com for more details. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. Much more than just a job listing website, when you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your work camping dreams into reality. A Workamper membership opens the door to a one-stop shop for all things work camping. Being the original resource for work camping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of work campers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable work camping lifestyle, then membership is for you. Join today at www.workamper.com. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. That's all for this week's show. Next time I'll be speaking with another employer about more work camping opportunities at their RV resort in Colorado. Thank you for listening, and if you like these interviews, please consider leaving a review wherever you download the episode.